recollection of that, Senator.
That's right. It has been a while.
Nice condom you got here.
Well, thanks. I got a space set up for you in the forecastle. You can make yourself to home and, no one will even know you're here.
Splinter Cell. Franchise that started in 2002 as a sort of off-brand Metal Gear Solid game, at the time sought to reinvent the stealth action genre. The series was originally published by Microsoft Game Studios for the Xbox, PS2, GameCube, Mac, PC, and the Game Boy Advance. In order to achieve their goals, the team at Ubisoft Montreal set out on a mission to create a custom Unreal Engine 2 solution where light and shadow could be illustrated on a meter on the lower right hand corner.
Torturing him. Thanks for the info.
Additionally, you might have noticed the sound meter right below it as well, and as you might have guessed, this served to contextualize how much sound you're making in the world around you. Together, these two elements of light and sound shape the core gameplay concepts at the heart of Chaos Theory, the Xbox, PS2, GameCube, and PC. So let's get into it.
Jesus!
See, I bet he's faking it.
Faking! His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is... Enough! Saul.
The game stars Sam Fisher, a Black Ops agent working for a fictional subdivision of the NSA known as Third Echelon. Sam Fisher's team is composed of his handler, Irving Lambert,
The people's voice. Their suspected leader, Hugo Lacerda, is a hardcore revolutionary preaching information warfare is the only realistic means to achieve revolution in modern society.
his lead programmer, Anna Grimm's daughter,
That this kidnapping is just a cover-up, and that Morgenholt is being interrogated for classified information about the mass kernels. Fact is that some of the tricks Mass came up with could be used to do a lot of damage. We need to contain that information at all costs.
and his field runner, William Redding.
Beneath the fort. Thermal imaging shows that there are some old natural and semi-natural caves under the fort.
Each one is well voice acted, feel like longtime friends for Sam, which kept me interested in the story as long as I got to hear their quality banter from time to time.
Wait a minute. Power spike. The lobby. It looks like a laser grid just came online.
Lasers. Lasers are so...
90s?
I was going to say 70s. Can you please stop making me feel old?
Got bad news for you, Sam. You are old.
What you're seeing in this video is actually a heavily modified Unreal Engine 2.5, and right off the bat, you might have noticed how terrific everything looks. I mean, when it's raining, you can see drops of rain on Sam's suit. And looking at the ground, there are puddles with reflections on them. Everything looks crisp and photorealistic at times. Considering this game came out in 2005, it's a remarkable achievement to have pulled off the 6th generation of consoles. This version in particular is running on an Xbox Series X. But besides the upscale resolution of 4K, this is what the game looked like back then. In the graphics department, this one aged really well.
Up here! Damn it! What's wrong with this?
In Chaos Theory, you rely on a variety of gadgets to keep you alive, while remaining undetected. Your sidearm is equipped with an OCP, aka Optically Channeled Potentiator, which temporarily disables electrical devices for a period of 10 seconds or so. I found myself using this the most often, because you can literally carve a path around patrols so you don't have to fight them, which saved me time and precious ammo for later stages. Everything that has an electrical current is a target, including lamps,
I saw something down there. What are you up to? Quit!
and cameras, so it's by far the most useful gadget in Sam's arsenal. Also, there's a hacking tool which you can use to unlock secret data files used to complete your objectives. I would also be remiss if I didn't mention the goggles Sam uses on his missions. You have 3 options to select from, depending on what you need. Night vision, as the name suggests, is used to illuminate dark areas of your environment and make it easier to navigate. Thermal vision displays heat signatures in a range of colors, ranging from a cold, inanimate object in blue to a warm, living, breathing person in orange and bright red. New to the series is a third vision option called EMF, aka Electromagnetic Field Vision, which displays electrical devices clearly in a white aura within a short field of range. Together, these gadgets give you a serious edge on the battlefield. For the regular armed guard, you can use the sticky shocker, which is an instant knockout as long as you make contact, or you can use the airfoil round, which relies on shot placement to confirm a knockout. 1 shot to the head is a knockout, but 2 body shots is also a knockout. Last but not least, you can use the sticky camera, which I only occasionally used when I wanted to distract the guard or see around the corner. You have a choice of 3 loadouts at the start of each mission, and whichever you choose dictates the number of gadgets you are allotted, depending on the strategy you take on each mission. Here's the rub though, and this is what I recommend for those of you serious enough to play this game. When you start, and you want to learn the mechanics better, just play it on expert difficulty. You get killed in 2 shots, which forces you to play stealthily as intended. If you raise any alarms, that means guards will start packing Kevlar vests and helmets, which makes airfoil rounds more useless since you can't aim for the head anymore. This encourages multiple playthroughs to find alternate paths and perfect your approach to each scenario. It took me 8 to 11 hours, considering I did the side objectives, which are prevalent in each level. Usually, those boil down to hacking a briefcase that Anna tells you about, or locating a bill of lading in a cargo hold of a ship. It might require a little exploration at first, but if you look around, you'll find them. The best part is that once you're done with the main story, there's also a co-op story not shown here that helps explain what else 3rd Echelon was doing while Sam was out in the field. Chaos Theory for me has always been about earning the right to wear the trident goggles, taking things slow, and when things go wrong, you learn from your mistake and you retry. Even the story has some of that built into it, which I didn't notice until now. At first, you're led to believe allies are patriots and are devoted to your cause, but that's not always true. Throughout the story, your handlers treat the developing scenario with kid gloves for so long and give every benefit of the doubt until all the evidence is put together and the case is solid. Sometimes even mission parameters are impacted because you never really know who the bad guys are if they're pretending to be your friends. There are limitations taken on the story. For example, World War III is a topic that's introduced but never fully developed upon. My guess is that the developers wanted a definitive ending to the game without branching into sequels, which is okay for me, but for others might be seen as too safe. The ending at least creates a sense of accomplishment without leaving you feel cheated for your hard work. Overall, if I had to nitpick, I would say that the AI may exhibit some erratic behaviors. For example, sneaking up on one to interrogate them might trigger them to sweep around and shoot you immediately without provocation. And if you're practicing a run, this might kill it right away for you. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I didn't even see him point the gun at me. It just got knocked out. In conclusion, I've always had a special place in my heart for Chaos Theory. I've shown this game to my friends, but not everyone may like the difficulty curve it presents. There is a lot of waiting here and there that might not appeal to the impatient. There's also trial and error built into the gameplay that might require multiple retries. Even for me, I thought it was tedious now and then, but I still enjoyed the challenge. And that's what it ultimately boils down to. Because if you want a real challenge, play this like I recommended. It will make other games like Metal Gear Solid feel easier than this, and will build your chops for whatever you decide to play next. And for $10 on the Xbox Game Store, you really can't go wrong.
The boss seems happy. How about that raise?
They're cutting us back. You'll have to settle for a vacation.
Yeah, right.